Welcome back to another fabulous week at EHS. I'm Jacob Ball.
And I'm Jake Deckard.
And you might be thinking, oh, Jacob, it's a new week. What does that mean? It means a new Reds report. And what does a new Reds report mean? Oh, that means we've got DG's Corner scheduled, we've got Reds report scheduled, we've got another beautiful story scheduled. The real question is, which one are we gonna go to first? Jake, why don't you tell us?
We got a story by Vince Garcia and Silas Herger about culinary class. So in this story, we're gonna get a good deep dive of what they're doing.
That sounds very interesting. Anything else?
Miss Cochran's gonna make a back-to-back Reds report appearance today on this Reds report.
Another back-to-back appearance. We've got two this week. We've got DG and Miss Cochran.
And you know what that means?
3 on 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right, guys, let's go into our story.
My name is Vince Garcia, and I'm here with.
Mrs. Cochran?
And you are the culinary teacher, correct?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for your time today. And I'd like to ask you, tell me about your culinary classes and how are they going so far?
So I have 2 culinary nutrition classes. I have a catering 1 class, a catering 2 class, a design seminar class, and a child development class. So I teach 5 classes for this semester. My culinary nutrition class, they're my beginner classes. So we're teaching them everything there is about a kitchen, where the stove is, how to turn it on, how to turn it off. You'd be surprised, a lot of students actually don't know that. What's microwavable, what's not? How do you properly hold a knife? How do you properly take care of kitchen sanitation and all of the things? So then when they go to catering 1 and go to catering 2, I don't have to worry about it as much because they get all of that training in culinary nutrition.
Okay, now to the next question. What do you think is the best dish your class has made so far?
Culinary nutrition made homemade chicken noodle soup and homemade potato soup, and they did that for their knife skills lab, and it was so good. It was just really bomb. So I really enjoyed that. And then my catering 1 by far was the most competitive with their hamburger lab this year. So I've had flavor combinations that I've yet to have for my hamburger lab. They were so secretive about it, they wouldn't even post their link for their recipe for me to get ingredients. Like, they gave me their ingredients through an email. So I think that was the best option. So for catering 2, the best option was the hamburger lab because of the different ingredients that they added together, the different combinations. We had maple bacon jam, we had Gruyere cheese and homemade pickles for one of them. We had caramelized onions and a classic like In-N-Out sauce for one of the burgers. Like, it was really good. It was a hard competition to figure out who won, but yeah.
Wow, your students are really competitive. So
Very
now
competitive.
we know that you guys make really delicious foods, obviously in
Thank
culinary.
you.
But we also want to know if there are any foods that you kind of disliked during the course of like culinary.
I have to say I don't have a dislike because I have freedom of what I want to teach my kids as long as I'm hitting the standards. So for CTE, because that's what I teach, we have different standards than what English has to go with or what history has to go with. So I got to have free reign of what I wanted to pick. And I like to really listen and hone in on what my kids want to make, because ultimately I'm here to help them. And if they want to learn how to make a specific meal, then I try to figure out how that coincides with my standards. So I don't have a dislike so far.
All right, well, thank you.
Thanks for that amazing story. That was amazing. I can't handle. That was a super good story.
You know what, Jake? I just think whoever it is in our staff that are making these beautiful ideas for Reds reports, they need to be studied, because it almost seems as if these ideas that we're coming up with are just a little too entertaining. And not only that, but guess what else we have, Jake? We have our secret weapon.
Who's our secret weapon?
Joseph Ensley.
Oh, that guy. Oh my God, he's making his appearance by himself today?
By himself on the Red Zone. You know, we've been keeping him in the vault for a few weeks. He's been in training. He's only made a couple appearances, but I think it's time he gets out to his full potential. So let's get right into that.
Yeah.
Straight into the Red Zone.
With Joseph Ensley.
High School. This is your Red Zone. I'm Joseph Ensley and I'm alone. We got a big week this week for our sports. We got a bunch of volleyball, so let's get into that. September 23rd, volleyball is at UH. It's gonna be a massive game. Pull up and support it. We got volleyball September 25th against Windsor Charter at home, and we also have a volleyball tournament on September 27th. Be there. Softball, we got September 22nd, home against Riverdale Ridge, and we got Lions High School September 25th at home. Both gonna be some good games, you better be there. We got Patriot League Regionals at UH for golf. Go support your golfers, man, they need it. We got cross country September 26th at Platte Valley. Go support your runners, man, they've been working hard. And then, what you've all been waiting for, we got Friday Night SmackDown, football against Fort Morgan. Pull up, let's get it. I'm Joseph Ensley, this is your Reds Report, let's go.
Well, sadly, we have come to the end of this week's Reds Report.
Well, I gotta add on to one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Reds Convo Couch is having a new episode on their podcast coming out here soon.
Yes, it is. And you will see a bunch of wonderful new guests, such as Mix Hickson. You can go back and you can watch Mr. Poland, and et cetera, et cetera. We'll have plenty more where that came from. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's Reds Report, and we hope you have a great rest of your week.